Hey beauty babes, welcome to my channel. I'm Maria, aka Agape Love Girl. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today I'm going to be testing out some new PUR Cosmetics products from their new Crystal Clear collection. I did receive this in PR. It's such a cute little package. This is all sparkly. Real quick, I'm just gonna go over what I have. If you're not interested to see like everything in this collection, I'll put a timestamp. You guys can skip forward. I usually always try to put timestamps in the description box as well, just because my videos are always so very long, so you guys can skip around easily. So there is that. But anyways, first up, I'm going to show you guys the Crystal Clear 5-piece brush collection. They're really actually super cute. So they've got this like clear sequiny handle, like it's all, there's sequins all in here. It's so pretty. The brush head is actually super, this is like so soft. So for this 5-piece collection, it's $38. It says it's a $96 value, which that's expensive for 5 brushes. So anyways, but $38 for 5 brushes is a nice price. This high performance cruelty free brush collection is just as luxurious as it is practical. Stored in a keepsake box brush holder, these oh, I guess you could kind of keep this box. I don't know if I will, but you could. I'd maybe want to remove the plastic. I think you could kind of remove the plastic and just keep this little box. Okay, that's cool. I don't know if I will do that or not, but that's convenient if you need a place to store them. What you're getting a buffing foundation brush, an all-over powder brush, a crease eyeshadow brush, a concealer brush, and a smudge brush. So let me show you the others. This is the powder brush, so it's a little bit smaller and a little bit dense for a powder brush. I mean, this I think I would probably use to contour or maybe for blush. I don't know, it seems a little bit too, well, I don't know, it's kind of flexy, but still a little bit too dense maybe for me personally to powder. And then you're getting 3 smaller brushes. So I'm guessing this one's the concealer brush. This one actually is really neat. So it's a pretty wide brush, small, but it's got like this flat angled head. This would be really great for precision. I don't know if I would really use this for concealer, maybe like if I was really wanting to conceal around specific spots, but this would be actually a really great brush for applying like your primer. So there's that, and then here's a little crease eyeshadow brush, and then here's a little smudgy brush. So yeah, very nice, very cute. All right, the next 2 things I'm actually so excited for, just because these are products that I have tried and really love, and I just think this is a really great deal. These would be amazing gifts. I'm actually going to be purchasing a couple extra of these to give as gifts because it's such a good value. So the first one is the 3-piece pro eyelash kit, and it comes like this, like a little ornament. So stinking adorable. Would be a cute little gift. So this is a $36 value, but it's only $16 for this. That is such a good deal, and I love that because you guys know by now, if you're familiar with my channel, I love the PUR Cosmetics lashes, especially the style Bombshell, and I believe this comes with the style Bombshell and then Flirt. Yes, that is correct. So the style Bombshell and Flirt, and then you also get a lash glue. That's such a good deal. That is seriously such a good deal. Like, I think I will even stock up on a few more of these just for me because I love them so much, you guys know. And then also here's another little bundle value set. This is $28. It says it's a $63 value. And this comes with another pair of Bombshell, which is like seriously my favorite style of lashes from them. The lash glue, you're getting a waterproof liner pen. I actually haven't tried their eyeliner pens at all yet, so that'll be new. And then a fully charged mascara, which I have tried before, and I think it's a really great mascara as well. So that's a really good value. Seriously, like so good. Next up, this is the Illuminating Face and Body Dry Oil. This is $28. Now, I am usually not someone who's super big into dry oils. I don't really like the way they feel. A lot of the ones I've tried don't really absorb into the skin very well, and they leave your skin feeling greasy. I don't know, it's a weird combo of dry and greasy at the same time. So like, I'm like, I don't understand this whole dry oil thing. I don't like it. So I was iffy if I was even gonna like this, if I would even keep it, but I did want to test it out. And this actually does absorb into the skin very nicely. It doesn't leave your skin feeling greasy or anything. It doesn't leave it feeling dry. Like, so This one is possibly a win. I don't know if I'll use this on my face, but you know what? Let me just go and test it right here, right now. My dog always wants to get noisy and walk around like as soon as I start filming. Like she has her little bed in here in my office and she sleeps there just fine until I start filming, and then she wants to start walking around my office, sniffing around, winding up my feet, and it makes me feel like a jerk. She just needs attention, and if she hears me talking or doing things, she's always like, thinks it's for her. So she's like looking at me right now like, are you gonna pick me up? Anyway, so I don't know if you could see the shimmer or not. It does look like a, oh, it's so pretty. Maybe you can compare shoulders. Like here's my regular shoulder and here's my illuminated shoulder. Can you see a difference? I'm not sure. I'm not sure what's showing up here, and I feel weird doing this, so I'm gonna stop now. Okay, let's go on. The next thing we have is the Jumbo Highlight and Bronzer Palette. This is going to be $24, so it looks like this. This is actually really big, but this is really, really nice, very, very sturdy. The design looks like this. It's mirrored. It's really pretty. It does have a very nice big mirror here, as you can tell, and then it has like this little like, you know, the little plastic insert, but I like that it has a little message on there. And this has their typical scent that all their products smell like. It's so good. So here's the bronzers. It's kind of like a few different shades, but I honestly would probably just swirl these together. This palette helps improve the look of your skin, for a clearer, radiant looking complexion, making it the perfect everyday staple. So key ingredients include diamond powder to help brighten and illuminate, energy complex, a combination of ginseng, green tea, and vitamin B to help boost the skin's natural metabolism and rejuvenate the look of skin. Very interesting, PUR. And then, Lucy, can you calm yourself? Good. She's just wagging her tail looking so cute at me. Stop being cute. You're a distraction. You are a distraction. And then it also has a Ceratin, is that how you pronounce it? Keratin or Ceratin? It's with a C. Complex to help smooth, firm, and improve the appearance of skin. That's really cool. I really like makeup products actually include like skincare benefits to it. And then we have two-piece lipstick and lip gloss set. So there's two. These again would make really cute little holiday gifts. So these are $36 value and they are $15. So this one has a little bit of a red color and then a golden gloss. And this one has a kind of opalescent shimmer gloss with a nudie kind of gloss. That's pretty. Ooh, that'll probably be the one I end up using. I don't know. We'll see what kind of look I create. And there's the gloss. But it says these ultra luxurious lip products are formulated with diamond powder to help. So again, the diamond powder thing help promote healthier looking lips with maximum moisture, comfortable and lightweight in feel. These products pair perfectly together or alone for smooth, supple lips. All right, so those are all the extra things. Now let's move on to the most exciting thing, which is the palette. Well, I don't know if that's the most exciting thing. I was actually the most excited about the eyelash sets. But this is like the main thing. So this is just $38. It says it's a $436 value. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, so it's like a little book, which is really cute, and it does open up. So this does have face products as well as eye products or eyeshadows. So you got the eyeshadows here. These are some blush and kind of contour shades. You open it up and then the center has some more face products, and then on this side you have some more face and eye products. There are two pressed glitters in here, and the glitter shades look kind of similar to the shades that are in their festival palette. All right, so just to show you, so these are, I mean, they're very similar, but the ones in the new palette are a little bit lighter. So festival palette, and here's what they look like. So they're different, but very, very similar. So just if anybody cares, there's that. All right, there are a lot of shades to choose from. So it looks like on this side here is mostly all the matte shades, and then on this side is all the shimmers as well as the glitter. I'm very intrigued to put these products to use. I've rambled enough talking about all these products. Let's go ahead and get into testing them out. So I do want to I typically have been going in with my Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion to prep my eyes for all of my looks lately, but I feel like sometimes that can give the shadows an advantage. And I don't want to say unfair advantage because I know a lot of people prime their eyes, but a lot of people actually don't prime their eyes. And I did notice that I did prime my eyes with the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion when I tested out for the first time the PUR Cosmetics Barbie collection, and the shadows applied beautifully with that. But I did notice after testing it out later on that the shadows didn't perform as well without a primer. So for today, I am gonna forego the primer just so we can see how these perform truly. But I do want to cancel out some of this darkness, so I am just gonna kind of like, in a sense, prime my eyes, but not using an eyeshadow primer. I'm just gonna use this PUR Love Your Selfie. This is just a little sample of their Love Your Selfie 4-in-1 foundation, and I'm just gonna use that to kind of prep my eyes, let's just say, so that we can cancel out some of that darkness before putting it down. And then that'll give me a chance. I'm gonna actually go ahead and use the little concealer brush to blend it in with. Okay, this brush feels amazing. It feels so soft, and like blended that concealer foundation on here so nice. I really like it a lot. So there's lots to choose from, but my eye instantly gravitates towards this shade called Fine Wine. Are we surprised though? That is just, I love those burgundy wine shades. They're so pretty. Anyways, I am going to go ahead and go into the Fine Wine shade. I'm going to take it with the blending brush from the brush set. I may need to go in with a fluffier brush later, but we're just going to apply this down and see how that goes. Okay, that's a really pretty shade, but I am having to build it up just a little bit more and a little bit at a time because it wasn't as pigmented as I was hoping for. It is a little bit more of a muted shade, and that's fine. It's still giving good color, but just needs to be built up, as you can see. And I know some people love that. Some people may not like that. So I am not afraid for color or eyeshadows to really have bam pigment right away, so that is my preference, but I'm not opposed to eyeshadows building up as long as they do build up on each other. Also, I'm not sure if I'm loving this brush. I just find that it's just not my preference. I'm very picky about my brushes, especially for like blending, and this one's just a little bit too dense for my preference for this. So I am going to go ahead and go in with a little bit of a fluffier brush just to kind of help diffuse that shadow out a little bit. So I'm going to use this one and I'll dip in a little bit more to the shadow and then just kind of start diffusing that shadow up. Alright, next up I want to go into this really beautiful, vibrant purple shade right here called Showstopper. Now, purples are notoriously difficult, so this may or may not be a good idea. We're going to expose this palette real quick, but I'm just going to go and take that same brush I first used from the PUR Cosmetics collection because it is a little bit more dense, and I'm going to pack this on the outer corner, and I think it'll do well for kind of packing on the outer corner there. Okay, wow, I'm very impressed. I was not expecting that. I tend to always have difficulty with purple shades, and that, wow, that went on pretty bam. That's pretty good. So I'm just going to kind of place it, slightly blend a little bit. I'm going to grab a different brush to blend with. And now taking another fluffy blending brush. This one's just slightly smaller than the first one I used. I'm going to dip a little bit into that purple shade just to help kind of blend and diffuse it up with that first shade I laid down. Alright, so I think that's going to be it, for at least for now, for the matte side. I want to flip over to the little shimmer side here, and there is this shade called Old Money down here that is just speaking to me. This looks really pretty. Look at it. It looks super pretty. So I'm going to take that on a synthetic brush. I like to use this one from Beauty Junkies, their Pro Detailer brush. I'm going to try it first on its own, and then I may need to go in and spray it with some Morphe setting spray. It's just typical. If you guys are familiar with my videos, you know that I do that all the time. But we're going to see how it applies on its own first. Okay, not really doing it. I bet if I use my finger it might do better, but I hate using my finger. Let me just try it. I'd rather just go in with some setting spray. I'm not someone who likes to use my finger for shadows. Yeah, I still don't really care for that. So I'm just going to pick up some on my brush, and then I'm going to spray that and then lay it down. Much better. Oh, that's pretty. Oof. I like that a lot. This is a really, oh my gosh, this shade is so pretty. Wow. All right, I think this looks really pretty. I know it's very, very simple. I only use 3 shades, but I like the way this is looking. I am going to do a wing liner though, because I do have the liner to test. But before I do that, I think I'm going to add a little bit more of that purple just to blend it in with that gold shade I put down. And for that, I'm going to take just this very, very small blending brush and then just kind of blend a little bit more of that purple back in right here. I was also trying to think if I wanted to add some of that glitter. Normally I add glitter to all of my looks. I'm fairly familiar with the PUR Cosmetics pressed glitter formula. I do like it. I think it applies really well without the addition of a glitter glue or primer or anything like that. So there's no issues with that. But I just like the simplicity of this look. So I think I am gonna leave it like this. But I do want to test out the liner because like I said, that's something I haven't tried. So that's something that came into in this. I really want to test it out. I'm a little bit nervous because I'm not that great at wing liner, but I love testing felt liners. I prefer felt liners more than anything, so I'm excited to give this a try. So I probably won't talk through this because I'm not great at doing wing liner, so you'll see it in action. We'll kind of speed through it. All right, that went on real smooth, real easy. My wings don't look too bad. So that's gonna kind of do it for the eyes for right now at least. I want to move on to the rest of my face before we finish up the eyes. So since I do have the face brush to test out, we're gonna do that, but I think I'm gonna still kind of speed through this just a little bit so this video isn't too long. I imagine it's probably already very long, but I am gonna go ahead and just use that same Love Your Selfie foundation that I used on my eyes. This is the shade MG5 if I didn't say that earlier. I do have a full-size bottle in the shade MG7, but it is a little bit too dark on me now as my tan has faded. So I'm gonna apply this on my face and then I will use the buffing brush to blend it in. We'll see how that works. Okay, this brush was beautiful. It applied so quick and easy. It's so soft. Seriously, I'd keep touching it to my skin because it just feels so soft. Also, I just love that foundation. It is my favorite foundation. It's become my new holy grail foundation. It's just so beautiful, so natural, covers beautifully. As you can tell, it covered really well, but this brush just blended it so quickly in to the skin and felt really great. So love that. It felt really nice in the hand. I didn't put as much close to my eyes, but I do still want to add a little bit more coverage here for my dark circles. So I think even though normally I wouldn't use a brush to do this, I'm gonna go ahead and just use the little concealer brush and just apply a little bit more of that same shade under my eyes because I do feel like I want a little bit more coverage there, and we'll see how this littler brush works as it's intended as a concealer brush. Normally I like to use a sponge, so anyways, we'll see how this goes. It's actually really convenient to use, like see how I'm kind of like cleaning it right up against my wing. So for some precision, I'm gonna go ahead and take it right here on the crevice of my nose, the bridge of my nose between the brows. This is actually really nice. Obviously it's gonna take a little bit more time, but yeah, you can get some good precision. And it looks like it's giving me a little bit more full coverage or fuller coverage, a little bit of fuller coverage that way. I'm saying that funny because I got some unpopular opinions and someone made a comment about grammar, about how people say more full instead of fuller, and totally, which I'm going to be doing a video responding to those unpopular opinions soon. Haven't filmed that yet, but I did take a peek at the comments left, and now that's like plaguing me. I'm thinking about it. But anyways, yeah, this gives fuller coverage. That just doesn't sound right, but maybe it is. I like that. It's really nice, actually. I don't think this would be my preference or my go-to just because, yeah, it's taking a little bit more time. It's just so much quicker and easier just to blend it in real quick with a sponge, but it looks nice and it's not cakey. Like it gave better coverage, but it's not cakey at all, which that foundation doesn't really get cakey on me anyways. It's such a great foundation. But yeah, this application with this brush, beautiful. All right, with my foundation down, I am going to put down a little bit of powder so I can use this powder brush. I definitely don't feel like this foundation necessarily needs to be set. It dries down very, very nicely, very natural finish, but I still always like to set my makeup. As well, I do want to finish up my lower lash line before I go in with the rest of my makeup, so I do want to have a decent amount of powder down. And since I'm doing PUR Cosmetics, I am going to be using my PUR Cosmetics translucent loose setting powder, and I'm pretty much just going to set under my eyes, and then I may blend a little bit around the rest of my face very, very lightly. But I'm going to go in kind of heavy under my eyes so I can finish my my lower lash line. I always say it, but I love the way this powder smells. It's like a vanilla, cocoa vanilla or something like that. Oh, it's lovely. Okay, this brush actually is doing a really nice job. Like, I'm laying it right here as you're seeing, but then kind of just softly blending it down around my face, and it's like, it's not like as dense as I thought it might, like pack on the powder too much. It's like, it's very, very nice. I like it. Okay, but I do need to be a little bit heavy right here so I can catch any fallout. All right, so what I think I'm going to do is just go back in with that purple shade, Showstopper, with that very small blending brush and just run that close to my lower lash line. Okay, and then I'm just going to go back in with that very first fluffy blending brush that I used just to kind of softly smoke and diffuse it out. All right, and I do think I need a pop of something bright to put on my inner corner. I'm going to go ahead and go in with Good Intentions, the one that's right here in the center. Take that with a pencil brush, bring that to my inner corner, and I'll probably pop a little bit on my brow bone as well. All right, and next I want to move into bronzer contour. Don't worry, I'll remove that in a little bit. I'm just going to leave that there though. So this actually has several shades for contour. Some of these look a little bit too dark for me, a little bit too brown. I do like that it has like this matte kind of yellow shade that would be great for under the eyes. The ones on this side are of course shimmery, and then we have a couple more here, but this one's obviously a blush. That one looks a little bit too warm and deep for me, so I definitely think that for bronzer, to bronze up my face and contour my face, I'm going to go into this little palette here to test out, and I'm going to use just like a mix of all of these shades. Ooh, very, very pigmented if you can tell. Oh my gosh, I'm kind of nervous. I'm gonna have to tap some of this off so that way I don't get too much. I'm gonna kind of coat both sides. Oh, I'm nervous kind of to use this brush because I'm not sure how well it's gonna apply, like if it's gonna apply too much or what, but okay, we're just gonna do it. Okay, that's not bad. It's not, I gotta get used to this brush. So it's giving a good amount of color and coverage, but like it's not too much. It's not going to be like where I have to worry about applying too much down, and it's blending nicely. It's funny how using new brushes can be kind of scary because you're like, how is this going to apply this product? Sometimes, you know, when products don't apply well, it's not just the product. Sometimes it's the brush or the tool you use. I firmly believe that because there's some brushes, like eye brushes I use, and I just feel like they do the job better than certain other brushes. This is why I am someone who prefers natural hair brushes more than synthetic. I know all the people who are like cruelty free or prefer synthetic like don't like that, but they just, for me, I think they work better. Okay, that's pretty. That's a really nice shade. And this brush is doing a good job, but I will say it's not my preference for this, but it's doing the job. I think I'm going to use that same palette for the highlighter, but I will use the face palette for the blush, of course. So there are 3 shades that I think could be used as blushes. So as I pointed out before, right here, and then these 2. And I think that, see, considering what's on my eyes today, this one on this side, Socialite, is going to be a little bit too dark. This one's a little bit too purpley for the look I have on, I think, and it might even be a little bit too dark for my skin tone. So I think this one in the center, this is the shade Rosé. I always gravitate towards those kind of blush shades. So that's going to be the blush that I use. All right, that's a really pretty, very pigmented blush. I will just say that I'm having like the hardest time with this sitting here in my chair. I don't have a desk in front of me. I have a small table to the side of me and it's kind of full. So I keep laying this down on my lap trying to use it. It's a little bit difficult to film with right here because I don't have something in front of me, but this would be perfect for somebody who has a desk when they want to sit and do their makeup and just have all the products out right in front of them just like this and keep it like this instead of having to keep opening and closing it and moving and things like that. So yeah, this is a product you want to keep laying down right in front of you. Anyways, let's go ahead and move on to highlighter. We're going to go back to this palette, and I'm going to just go and take this kind of small tapered highlighting brush. And again, just like I did with the bronzers, I'm just going to sweep all the way across all of the highlighter shades. So yeah, that's pretty much it for my face. I am going to go ahead and set my face with some setting spray. I'm going to put on my brows off camera. Has that been bothering anybody? I keep looking at my face and like, I always do my brows last, and I'm like, I'm sure this is bothering somebody. Alright, I'm back and I feel so much more put together with my brows on. I don't know, just something about putting your brows on that really like help to complete a look. I just feel like suddenly my face looks so much better. So anyways, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and use the fully charged mascara so you guys can see it in action, and then I will go ahead and put on some lashes to complete the look. I really like this mascara a lot. I didn't do it up as well as I would if I were just wearing mascara. Usually when I apply lashes, I just want to apply a little coat of mascara, just enough to kind of give my lashes a little bit of lift and a little bit more depth of color, so they kind of blend a little bit better with my false lashes. But if I were just wearing mascara alone, I'd really take a lot more time to like build up the lashes and give them a little bit more lift and things like that, which I have done with this mascara before, and it does a beautiful job. But anyways, you can kind of see the result of using this mascara. I think it's a really decent mascara, but I want to do some lashes. So I am going to go ahead and pull out the 3-piece eyelash kit. This one has the bombshell lashes as well as the flirt lashes, and I really want to try the flirt lashes because you guys have already seen me wear bombshell like so many times on my channel, so I wanted to wear a different pair, but now I'm looking at them and they look so similar. So I'm really having a hard time telling the difference, which one is flirt and which one is bombshell. They honestly look almost identical. Okay, so I think I figured it out. I was just really curious to make sure that I used a new pair of lashes, and so I was comparing the lashes to the bombshell lashes that I already have in my collection, and I can tell that the bombshell style has a little bit more of a crisscrossy pattern to the lashes, while the cut is very, very similar to the style flirt, the way they kind of fan out, but the bombshell style have little crisscrosses, where the flirt style kind of just go straight out or curl straight out, if that makes sense. I don't know how to explain it, but anyways, that's the difference. So I'm pretty sure the style I'm wearing right now are the flirt lashes, and so here's what everything is looking like up close. Alright, we are finally moving on to lips. So like I showed in the beginning, we have two lip options to choose from. One has an opalescent pearl lip gloss with a nude lipstick, and then this one has this is a classic red lipstick with a lavish gold lip gloss, and I kind of think that I'm going to go for the nude color. Surprise, surprise. So this shade is actually called Timeless. Yeah, Timeless Cream. It looks really, really pretty. Ooh, I like the packaging too. Ooh, that's a really pretty color. Very, very nude. Very like peachy nude. Very creamy too. It feels so, so nice. It's very, very lightweight and very, very creamy. It feels almost like a lip balm. It's very, very comfortable. Oh my gosh, I like it. I don't know if the shade's a little bit too light for me. I think it kind of goes well. You guys let me know what you think. So I'm kind of nervous to put the gloss over it because I know that's probably going to lighten it up a bit more. But I do want to test out the gloss, and I love glosses, so I'm really excited about this, and the color of this is really, really pretty. It is opalescent, yeah, or opulent pearl is the shade name, and hopefully you guys can kind of see the little like shift it has. It has a really pretty like iridescent shift to it, so I'm excited to use it. It does have a standard kind of doe foot applicator. Okay, that really amped up the shine for sure. It's a very fluid gloss. It doesn't feel sticky at all. But I keep worrying that I'm going to get something in my teeth. And because it is so fluid, it makes me wonder if it might bleed at all. I'm not sure with, you know, with this lipstick. But I don't know. I guess I'll keep talking and we'll see what it does after a little bit. So this is it. This is the final look. Let me know what you guys think. All right, with the look complete, let's go ahead and do a quick little recap of all the products. So the brush set, this is $38 for 5 brushes. I ended up liking these more than I thought I would. I do think it's a really pretty little set. It is kind of cute that you can keep it in this little container if you wanted to. I really loved the foundation brush the most. It feels so soft. It blended my foundation very seamlessly and very natural. It gave a natural finish. Of course, that foundation is more of a natural finish foundation, but like seriously, it's so skin-like and so quick and easy. Really loved it. I ended up liking the powder brush a little bit more than I thought I would, but still wouldn't be my preference for it wouldn't be my main one I would reach for. Let's just say I have other ones that I prefer more to do powder as well as everything else, but it was a nice brush. I actually ended up liking this concealer one a lot more than I thought I would as well. This will definitely be one that I stick into my everyday eye brush holder and put into rotation just to like use on for my eye primer and things like that. And if I feel like I need a little bit more coverage for my concealer, this worked really great and flawlessly. I didn't end up trying the little smudgy brush. I kind of just forgot about that, but I always appreciate and use smudgy brushes, so that's nice. This one was really good for kind of packing on color in the outer corner, but I didn't really love it for blending. So anyways, let's talk about the Jumbo Bronzer and Highlighting little palette. This is very sturdy, very nice. This is $24, so that's kind of a bit pricey, but you are getting, you know, the bronzer and the highlights together. It does come up with a very nice mirror. This is a really good mirror. It would be really good for traveling. I mean, how often are we traveling with our makeup? But you know, people say that that's a thing. Anyways, it'd be really great to use for your makeup and things like that. It's just a really good mirror, very good quality little palette. I just mixed, as you saw, the 3 different shades, so it ended up working well, and I did go in lightly because these are very creamy, so I wasn't sure if it would like go well, but it actually went on and looks pretty natural on my skin tone. I think it didn't go too heavy, and I tend to always go pretty heavy and ham with my bronzer contour, but I feel like it gave me a more natural contour look. The highlight is very blingy, so it's really just your preference of what kind of product you like, but I kind of feel like $24, that's kind of pricey. It's not something I would love to pay for this, but I do think this is a really nice little palette. Let's talk about the lipstick and glosses, the set. I think $15 for this little set is actually a really good deal. I think the combos are really cute. I do kind of wish that this nude shade would have been a little bit deeper, because I don't think this will be a color that'll work across the board for a lot of skin tones. I think someone darker than me, I think this might look a little bit too light and might not be as flattering, but I don't know for sure. It depends on people's preferences, but I kind of just have that feeling because I feel like even on me it's borderline too light, but I still think it's pretty. The red is really pretty. I like the gold in here. It feels really nice, very comfortable, but I'm not super big into lipsticks myself. I much prefer glosses. That's why I like this that it has the gloss in there, but really it's up to you what you like. But $15 I don't think is a really bad deal at all. I think it's a really great price for this little bundle, and again would make a really cute gift for somebody. I'm probably a broken record at this point, but I will say the things that I'm most excited about are the little lash kits. I think these are the best deals and among my favorite products from PUR Cosmetics. I love their lashes. I talk about them all the time, you guys know, so it's no surprise. But what an amazing deal, seriously, for yourself. Just if you like lashes, if you like this lashes, just to stock up for yourself if you want. It's a really good deal. Like, I really want to stock up on these for myself as well. Now, if you're not super big into lashes, don't need to stock up, you can get this set that does have just the one pair, but it also has the glue, the liner, and the mascara. This one's a little bit more expensive, $28, but again, a really great deal, a great price, and would be a really great gift. Like, I just love these bundles. I'm so excited about these bundles. Definitely recommend those. Out of everything, those would be the things that I recommend the most. I think they're the most, like, the best deal in my opinion. Well, the lip glosses and the lipstick, that's a good deal too. Let's talk about really quick the illuminating face and body oil. Really cute. This is $28, so again, it's kind of one of those items that's a little bit pricey, but maybe I just think that because it's the product that I don't necessarily appreciate that much. I know there's other people out there who love these type of products, and there's others that are way more expensive, and I just don't get it. I do think this is nice. I appreciated that it like blended into my skin. Ooh, my skin actually feels really soft. It feels very moisturized. Okay, I haven't touched it again since. That feels really good, but it didn't leave my skin feeling greasy. It absorbed very, very nicely, left a nice little luminosity that I don't think you guys can tell here on camera, but really, really nice. And so if you are into, like, you know, the dry oils and body oils for luminosity, this is a really, really nice one. I really, really enjoy it. Okay, and then the last thing here is the Ultimate Face Palette. Now this one, what is the price? I can't remember. $38. $38, that actually is really not that bad. That's actually more affordable than most palettes these days. For you to get like all of this, oh, it smells so good. Every time I open up the products and smell them, I'm like in heaven. To get all of these products, these shadows, face products and things like that for just $38, I really think that's a good deal. But I will say that if I were to be purchasing myself, this probably wouldn't be something I would purchase myself. So I'm just being honest, not because I don't think it's good, but because I do have a big collection. So when I look at this isn't something that I necessarily need. And also I'm someone who doesn't necessarily like palettes that are like a face and eye in one, you know what I mean? Because I tend to just, I like personally to keep them separate. I like my eyeshadow palettes to be separate from my face palette products, because I tend to forget about the face products that way. And so unless I'm using it for my eyes, I forget about it for the face products. So I don't, like, for me, that doesn't work. While I think it is a genius or smart idea for a lot of people who like products that are two-in-one, that are multi-use, and that you can, like, again, this can be a great traveling palette because it has so much of it all in one place and it's convenient. It folds up and this is magnetic. It's not super bulky. It is big, but it's not like super bulky, you know what I mean? So I think it's nice if you were someone who does like to have a lot of products in one. This is a really great palette and a really great deal. The shadows aren't like overly impressive, but they're not like bad either. You guys saw I had to build them up a little bit, and then for the shimmer I did need to use a setting spray, but I do tend to do that with a lot of shadows, and a lot of people do, so I don't think that's, you know, that's really personal preference. If that bothers you, then you know. If it doesn't bother you, then you know what I mean? Also, I think what's interesting, I think it's kind of a good thing, kind of a bad thing, because there are some shades in here that won't work for me. Like there is a variety of shades in here, which I think can be a good thing, because that means this is a palette that someone can use on a variety of different skin tones. But as someone for like a personal use, like there's some of these I can't use, you know, some of the face products at least. I mean, sure, I could probably use them as eyeshadows, but they are bigger and would take a long time for me to use up, which could be a good thing. If you were someone who doesn't have a big collection like I do, and who uses, you know, maybe a single palette all the time as your daily, this would be great. If you were someone who maybe does makeup on other people, this would be great because it does have the variety of colors for different skin tones. So there is that. I also think that if you're a beginner in makeup, this would probably be a really great palette for you as well, because it is kind of a little bit of an all-in-one. Like I said, it's got the face products as well as the eye products. It's got a lot of basics and neutral shades with a few pops of colors, and it does have several different shimmer shades and things like that, so it would be really great. Or maybe like a teenager starting out in makeup and things like that. This would be a really fun palette and a really great gift for somebody. I think it's lovely. I think it's nice. Again, not something that I necessarily would have purchased myself, but I was glad to receive it and test it out and show it to you guys on camera and things like that. But yeah, I think that's everything I had to say about it and about this collection. I'm gonna check my lips real quick just to see, because I remember I wanted to see if this gloss would make it bleed or feather, and I'm not seeing any of that, so that's great. But anyways, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'd love to hear your thoughts on these products, how you thought and saw them perform on me. If you have any questions that maybe anything I forgot to cover or answer, let me know. I would love to answer you guys in the comments. If you would like to see more content with any of these products in the future, let me know so I can be sure to put some priority on that. Otherwise, I'll probably just use a lot of these products behind the scenes off camera and update you guys my final thoughts and review in a future beauty replay video. That's a video where I talk about all the products I tried the previous month and give you my final review after having tested them for the month. But anyways, I think that's everything I have to say. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up and let me know your thoughts in the comments below. But with all that being said, I just want to thank you so much for watching, and until next time, much love and hugs to you. Bye, beauty babes. Mwah! right, we are finally blah. Lucy, you're moving my light now and my tripod. She's such a needy dog. Why do I always look so gray? I think I need to zoom out a little bit. Look like possibly, whoa, okay. Okay, I was like super cold and now seriously just sitting here for what have I been, 5 minutes or less under these lights in this sweater, and now I am burning up. All right, so moving on. Blah, blah, blah. It says these are high performance. Why do I ever try to read? Because I can't talk. Regular everyday brush, eye brush holder container. Yeah, so I'll be right back.